The championships.
The academic excellence.
This way is the Roadrunner way.
The achievements are endless.
But that's not the only reason why we're here.
Our calling is higher than just wins and losses.
Degrees and awards.
No, there's more to it than that.
Our road to excellence
Is found when we
Compete passionately.
Accept responsibility.
Lead courageously.
And live unselfishly.
These principles will produce results in all the roles that we experience.
this way.
Is the Roadrunner way.
And that spirit lives in all of us.
Whether you're on campus,
Or part of the larger Dalton community.
excellence is not achieved alone.
We're all in this together.
This way.
Is the Roadrunner way.
Come with us.
This way.
This way.
This way.
This way.
This way.
This way.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 11 of The Beep. I'm Eric Simpson, Sports Information Director for Dalton State, and today our guest is Riley Ford, freshman cross-country runner for our cross-country and track program here at Dalton State. Riley, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, as always, we're going to jump right on in here. You came to Dalton State all the way from Michigan. What led you to choose Dalton State as the program to continue your education and your athletic career?
Well, I do not like the Michigan winters up here, so I knew I wanted to go down south. But I had it narrowed down to a couple southern schools, and I knew I wanted to go here because Coach Dean really made me feel like he would welcome me, and it made me feel like, you know, I'd have a home away from home, and all the people I met here were amazing, and I have really good supportive teammates. So I knew this was the place to make it feel like home, even though I was so far away.
Well, I mean, that's awesome. Anytime, you're young like yourself and you get the chance to go off to college, some things are, a little scary because you don't have that support system that you would have at home. It's not like coming home, to your own bed. You're in a basically like a rented, place for, a number of years that, you lay your head, but it's not really what you call home, and then being that far away from school, you've got to have that support system. That's awesome to hear that, your teammates have given that to you and that you felt that on this campus. That's, truly awesome.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really thankful.
Well, we're definitely thankful to have you as part of our program as well. So, with that, so how's that transition from going in a high school program to a collegiate program? How has that gone?
It's been different. The biggest thing for me is like having a team, because in high school I didn't even have enough to really have a team or have a talented team. So it's nice to have my teammates push me every day and to see them, grow, and for us to improve as a team and win meets and stuff. I really like that dynamic. So I'm really enjoying the collegiate aspect of running right now. So I really like that.
What's been the toughest part of that? I mean, like you said, you didn't have much of a team aspect in high school. You've gone to, first time here in college, and you've got that big team backing to where, those team wins are, becoming a thing. What has been, I guess you could say, the biggest type of transition going from high school to college?
I would say like the number of people. It's weird because like where I'm from, we live out in like the Bogdans. There's no people, and each team, like, you're lucky if you have 5 runners. So
Wow.
I think it's just weird, like, race against like actual teams. That's like been just the weirdest thing to me because I live in a very, very, very small community. Dalton feels huge to me. So that's been the weirdest thing is like being in a bigger community and like racing against like actual bigger teams and everything.
Right. Yeah, I know. And the next meet that y'all go to in Louisville is a humongous meet. It's one of the biggest collegiate meets in the country. All different levels of teams are there. I mean, you're talking sometimes at its biggest, it's 1,000 runners. So
Yeah.
it's enormous.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that, but also nervous. I think it'll be an interesting experience for sure.
Right.
Racing that many people. It's smaller this year because of COVID, but it'll still be
Correct.
a very, very big race. So that'll be really cool, but also very different. So I'm excited for that. Hopefully I can drop a good time with all the competition and the atmosphere.
Absolutely. I mean, I love that our transition from different coaches, they have kept going to that meet just because it is such a good test for you for the national tournament with so many runners, because most of the events that we go to around here, you may get sometimes 100 runners in one tournament, but most of the time you're going to be at the 50 to 60 range with 5, 6, 7 teams competing, whereas at the national tournament, you've got 300-400 runners, conference champions and at-large qualifiers too, and it ends up being 30, 40-something teams, and it's the closest thing that you get to filling the national tournament, and this one goes a long way in getting you prepared for that. I really like that we continue to go to Louisville year in and year out for that.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for that one. I think that'll be a good test, especially after us coming off of a good race last time. I think that'll be really good for everyone to get that kind of competition.
Absolutely. So how does it feel? You're 2 for 2 now. First 2 collegiate races, 2 individual wins, 2 team wins as well. So how does that feel, going into your first 2 collegiate races and getting 2 individual medalist honors there?
Well, I didn't really expect it, so it doesn't really feel real for me right now. But it's really what I needed, because I came off a really hard season last fall, and I didn't improve at all and didn't do how I wanted to do. So my confidence is building because of that and because of my mental game during the race, and I think that was really what I needed. And so I'm really ready at Louisville to drop my time and really showcase like how hard I've been working and everything.
Absolutely. So we talked about it a little bit. You've touched on it, whereas it wasn't really in high school it's not much of a team aspect. Some of the schools were lucky to get 5 people to create a team and counting time. So what has it been like sharing team victories now with your teammates?
It's really cool to win a trophy. I've never done that before. So I love that. Like, it's so cool to win as a team. But for me, like, we go to practice every day. I've seen all the girls improving each workout and, hitting different times. I've seen each person, like, have really good workouts. And for all of us to really come together and do well last Friday, that was awesome to see. Like, that just, like, really made me happy to see everyone do well. And I was just really proud of everybody. So it's really nice to be able to, have the other people to look at and like be proud of. And I think it brings us all closer when we can all support each other and, be proud of each other for doing well.
Absolutely. I mean, I can't agree, more with that. If anybody has not didn't get to get out to the meet this past Friday that we had, I know some people, still staying away because of the COVID concerns and such. If you get a chance to locally see this team run, they're talented and they could, they're going to really make some noise in the conference this season for sure. So, with that, let's go into something, some goal setting. So what would be your biggest goal that you've set so far for yourself this fall?
Well, I haven't hit a PR in 2 years. So that is my number one thing. I got to knock that off the list as soon as I can. But also, like, I want our team to win conference. Like, I want to do whatever I can to make our team win conference. I think that'd be awesome. I've, like, dreamed of going to nationals ever since I decided I want to run in college. I just really want to do that too and do whatever I can to make that happen.
Absolutely. I think y'all. I mean, I believe y'all got the team to do it. There's, stiff competition in our conference, but we've had runners continuously between last year and now so far. With our preseason training program, they've been lowering their times. Then you coming in as an addition to what we already have, I think is a big boost to our lineup. And our conference lost a few good runners and a couple of good teams as well this past year. And I think we've got the juice that it takes. As long as we stay healthy, we can win that conference, and then you can live that dream and go to nationals.
Yes, for sure.
Absolutely. Well, didn't want to take up too much of your time because you want to tell everybody where you're at right now.
I'm in Michigan. I flew home last night. I got home about 2 a.m. So, yep.
Absolutely. What is that? Going to your brother's homecoming game, correct?
Yeah, it was supposed to be his homecoming. It's not now, but I surprised him. I took my mom's car and went and found him, and he was at his friend's house, and he came out. He said, "What are you doing here? Why are you here?" And so that was really exciting. I'm really happy that I got to see him and surprise him for his first varsity season. So.
Absolutely. I mean, that's fantastic. It's all about family first. And, that's one nice benefit, I guess you could say, with this, I guess this pandemic thing is you're able to go home and not really miss a lot of time. And then, this falls on a weekend where, we're not competing. So, it's a win-win in all the stages of life there.
Yeah. I'm really happy to be here. I've enjoyed college in the South, but I'm really happy to be here with my family and be able to support my brother.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more on that as well. Well, Riley, we wanted to thank you for joining us today. We'll remind you, everybody, we'll be here every Thursday night, new video on Facebook at 6 p.m. Dalton State social media handles and tags are in the end credits. Go on there. Remember to follow us. All right. Riley, thank you again for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, everyone, have a great night. Thank you for joining us.